They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Utah Utes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. Finds the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. There he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utes are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And he missed it. No good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this.
Looking to kick defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3, and now the offense with a chance for more. We have the early makings of a... duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. Using his legs at the mark. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Grabbed in the middle, it's Murphy. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Utes! Great job by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Got his man down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Mountaineer! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. We got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To throw, it's McMillan. Quickly to the tight end. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, West Virginia. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The running back has it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Third down coming, and the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Caught at the 25. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Pressure coming. And some room to work. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Utes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it'll be down right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to keep it in the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive.
Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. The give on the inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch, it's Vick. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Utes will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Fires left. It's complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
First down, West Virginia.
And Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineer. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's McMillan. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Utes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They'll go to the ground. Across the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Might as well give it to him again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Mountaineers have it with a first and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Utes in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his tight end. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And the Utes decide to punt it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Mountaineers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm. Shown there.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Scanning the field, it's McMillan. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Dorn. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff,